Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for Sunday. May the 4th be with you. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread. Hey, we're glad you're here. Definitely may the 4th be with you. Everybody could use a little bit of 4th luck every once in a while, right? Can't go wrong with a little bit of luck going our way and get some winners. So let's look at the Sunday slate. We got two NBA games rolling here on the Sunday's action, and we'll toss in an MLB as well. And hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, make sure you subscribe. Toss us that like button as well while you're down there subscribing. Helps us out a ton. Very greatly appreciated as well. And then, hey, as always, let us know what you think about these games we're going to cover today in the comments section below. And as always, we'll get to the cappers, see how they're doing here on this Sunday, and then we'll get right to the picks here at Cover the Spread. Heading over to Ramon. How are you doing here on this Sunday, Ramon?
Yeah, pretty good, Rod. We got a big one tonight. So big games in the NBA, and we're going to also have a little baseball. But, man, we're ready to go here. One game in the second round, one game in the semifinals, and game 7. You know what I'm talking about, big basketball tonight.
Big basketball, one to kick off the second round, one to end the first round and send someone golfing. Kick it on over to Al. How you doing here?
As Obi-Wan Kenobi would say, there's no such thing as luck.
Right. There is no such thing as luck. May the 4th be with you. Kick it on over to Al. How you doing now?
Yeah, doing pretty good here. Coming off a pretty good week. Looking to keep it rolling into the weekend and beyond. So let's get to these games.
All right, let's get to it. So the first one we're looking at here is we're kicking off over to the MLB. And, hey, we're looking at the Athletics taking on the Marlins here in this matchup. And we got J.P. Sears on the mound for the Athletics and Cabrera on the other side for the Marlins. You look what Cabrera's been doing for the Marlins. And he's been definitely giving up the hits and walks, no decisions all over the place. Last time out against the Dodgers, hey, Big Bat Dodgers went 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 3 walks, 5 earned runs, and a home run. Well, all his starts, Cabrera has given up a home run. So he's good for one of those, giving up plenty of runs here this year. And then walks. He's had control issues all over the place. 3 walks, 3 walks, 3 walks, 2 walks. That'll be a problem here against an Oakland offense that can definitely smash the ball. And then you look at the other side of the bump. You got J.P. Sears going for Oakland. And, man, he's continuing right where he did from last season. Pitching very well and equating to wins for this Oakland squad. I like him here to be able to mow down the Marlins and get us a nice big win. We've seen the same meeting against these two teams last year. It was a 3-1 win for Sears. I think the Athletics a little better offensively than what they were last year. I think they can pile on. So we're going the same way. We're going to take J.P. Sears and company to get the win. We're going to take them on the run line here. Lay their 1.5. I think they win by 2+ over the Marlins here on Sunday. Let's kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Athletics or the Marlins on Sunday?
Rod, the Athletics have it all. They've got hitting. They've got pitching. These guys are looking great wherever they're living now, Rod. I'm living with them. They're pretty fun to watch for sure. Here with Sears going, look, Cabrera's problems. He had blisters. He had a blister problem. So he's struggled since his return, no doubt. Giving up 17 hits and 15 runs and 18 2/3 innings. We know Oakland, man. They've been mashing here, right? Not only mashing, but they've had great pitching too. Still here on the road, and we give the Marlins a chance to get some runs. I'm going to end up taking the over here in this one. Cabrera, though, he's just giving up everything, man. Big time walks here right now. So if you've got Oakland in a blowout, yeah, I'll need some here from Miami against Sears and this group. They're at home here at least. So I think this total will be enough for Oakland. If they're going to get this run line win, I'm going to go over in this one with Oakland and Miami on Sunday afternoon.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? The Athletics or Miami here on Sunday?
Yeah, hard to disagree with that. They definitely got the pitching edge. As you mentioned, too, their offense has been a lot better this year. And I guess maybe one of the advantages of being homeless is wherever they lay their head is home. They've been great on the road, 12-6 on the road. So yeah, I think it's a great spot to back the A's here. Except you know me, as long as they're not still a team that's Ramon said they've got it all, but they're still not getting overpriced here in the market. So as long as they're priced reasonably, I'm still going to take them on the -1 here and take my insurance on the money line. But this is a game they should win comfortably here on the road. They should have no problem covering this run line.
They're America's team.
There you go.
That's why
The
they're
USA
homeless and sleeping on a park bench. Nothing wrong with that. You can definitely do that wherever you want, right? Sleeping on the park bench. I don't know about the whole team. I guess they take turns sleeping on that bench. You get the ground, I get the bench. It's like it is what it is, but they continue to win games. So give it to them. All right, so the first game, let's kick it on to the next game we got going here. Let's kick off some playoff basketball. We're going to kick off the second round here where they got the Pacers heading into Cleveland. Cleveland laying 8, total 229.5. This is Ramon's game, so we're going to kick it off over to Ramon to get us started here with today's NBA playoffs. Cavs, Pacers here on Sunday.
Yeah, you saved me there, Rod. I promised you conference semifinal will start on Sunday. Here we go. Cavaliers and Pacers. Look, you're going to might look at the previous games between these this year. Pacers won 3 of them. Cavs were resting players in 2 of those games. And, they've certainly looked very, very strong here coming in, right, with that sweep of Miami where they were absolutely dominant, maybe one of the most dominant 4-game sweeps in NBA history, really, the way they were clicking with their offense, too, 121 points per 100 in that series. So, look, not only the offense, but they got my man, Evan Mobley, best defensive player in the NBA maybe here. So, yeah, Indiana, great job. Look, they might have a chance to get a game or 2 in this series. Really impressed with what they're doing. They're fast paced. They play that 5-out offense, and that may test Cleveland a little bit. But Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, man, these guys are strong. You got Jerome and Hunter off the bench. Cleveland dominant at home also, 34-7 straight up during the regular season. Mitchell, he gets off in these game ones, averages more than 30 points per game in his game ones in his career. So I think the Pacers are coming in off a bit of a high, and we're going to remember what the Cavs have been all about this season. I've got them to cover the 8 points here against Indiana on Sunday.
Handing it on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one? Cavs, Pacers here on Sunday.
Yeah, I guess you're a little braver than I am, Ramon. Going full game there. They're laying the 2.5, almost 3 full possessions. But I do expect Cleveland to get off to a good start at home in this series here. And I'm going to look at them to not only start the series well, but start this game well and just lay the 2.5 here in the first quarter. Keeping it under possession is where I feel more comfortable. But yeah, it should be a fun matchup, fun series. Both teams do have some very good players. And but again, as you mentioned, I do think Cleveland is the slightly more talented side and maybe the better team overall as well. So I like the Cavs to win game 1. Whether it's a double digits win or not, I'm going to try not to worry about that too much and just let them get off to a good start. -2.5 first quarter.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in early scoring this season.
For me, speaking of scoring, I like the over here in this one between these 2 squads. I think we're going to see plenty of offense. We look at what the Pacers have done in the playoffs so far. Well, they're hitting almost 50% of their field goals. Just a slight little tick under that, 49.9%. Which is equating to about 117 points a game. And then the Cleveland squad, well, they're even doing better. 51.8% of their field goals they're hitting this playoffs and scoring about 126 points a game. And sure, these teams can play a little defense, but I think this first game here, I think it's all hands on deck and away we go. I think it's run and gun right from the start. This is what the Pacers want to do. They love to pick up that pace. So I think if they want to hang with the Cavs, they're going to try to push this pace and force the Cavs to into a run and gun style type of game. And we've seen the Cavs get into these defensive games and have some great defensive games, but we've also seen them get into these run and gun games as well. So this total at 229.5, I think is a little bit light here in this one. These teams hit their averages. We're getting into the 230s. So give me the over in this one to kick it off. Instead of trying to lay a slide, I'm curious to see how this rolls, but I think the offenses roll in this one. That wraps up the first one. Let's kick it off onto the big one of the night. We got the Game 7 clear the slate. We've got the Warriors heading into Houston. Houston forcing this Game 7 here. Winning to Golden State, got themselves a win, brought it back home to their own court, and now they're laying 3 here in this one, hosting the Warriors in this Game 7. Total 204. This is Al's game. Kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Warriors or Rockets on Sunday?
Yeah, I believe we looked at this one not too long ago, and I'm right back on this pick. I just think the number they posted is right back where it was before, and I just think it's sitting a little bit too low. Yeah, I get it. The Rockets do play some very good defense on these Warriors, and especially in this game, they're not going to give up any easy baskets, but again, it's just going to think it's going to be a good offense, but enough better offense. I mean, as Ramon mentioned, the last time we looked at this game, doesn't matter how much you guard Curry, although they have done a pretty good job against them in some of these games. Sometimes it doesn't matter. You can be in his face. It won't affect his shots on some nights when he's on fire. And again, tip my hat to them what they've done so far. But again, just think this number is just a little bit too low. I'm going over this total.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this matchup, Ramon?
Yeah, and heading into Saturday's action, 12 of the last 16 now NBA playoff games had gone over, Al. So how are we going to get this one done here with the Rockets? Man, they looked absolutely dominant in Game 5 and then came back and did the job defensively, it felt like, in Game 6. So look, back here now in Houston, I said Van Vliet and Sengun could have huge games, and obviously they did in that 115-107 road win. Van Vliet, 29 points, hitting those big shots down the stretch, and it did feel like Sengun was the man that kind of carried the play inside. He's we already know he's a big star, and he's only going to get better for sure. So, look, I think they can dominate on both ends of the floor in this game. I think the Warriors have maybe run out of gas here, run out of rocket fuel. It feels like to me, I think the momentum is going to be too much, and I'm going to take Houston to win this game and cover the spread in Game 7. We know that long-term home teams, Game 7, been a pretty solid bet for sure. There's been some instances with road teams coming in, but man, the Warriors all of a sudden for them to lose their key game at home, and look, Butler, I don't know if he's looking as good as he did before the big injury, it felt like to me. So Houston was on a tear at home late in the season. I'm going to have to lay the 3 points, and I've got Houston to advance and move on to take on Minnesota. Give me the Rockets -3 to win Game 7 on Sunday night.
And for me in this one, I kind of like the over, but I'm going to go a little different route. I'm going to take the over here in the first half. I think we see plenty enough offense from these two squads on a first half total that I think is a little touch light here in this one. I see in the first half total at about 101.5 here in this one. And you look, well, the Warriors on the road will score about 54 points in that first half. Even if you go what they've been scoring over their last 5 games, and that's about 48 points in that first half. That's all I need him to do, score that 48 points in the first half there. And then you look what the Rockets have been doing in the first half all season long, 56 points at home, 57 points over their last 5 games, 59 points in that first half. And that gets us well over this 101.5 here in this one. You look at the Warriors when this total's been where it is this year on the road, 2-0 to that first half over. The Rockets, same thing, where this total's been between 200 and 209.5 this year, 6-2 to that first half over. So only one way to go. Give me the over in that first half here in this one. Kind of like Al's double over. Maybe they have that. You can take the over in the first half, over in the full game. I think we see plenty of offense here in this one, as Ramon alluded to as well. Offense has ticked up in the NBA since they've kicked off the playoffs. We've seen a lot more defense. Not lately. We've seen a lot more offense. This is This is what the public loves. We love seeing scoring. We absolutely love them hawking up the threes and getting the shots. So this is what it is. Definitely excited for these games here on Sunday. That wraps it up. So let's get to it as we always do. Thanks for you guys who tune in to the Cover the Spread videos here. And hey, let us know what you think about these 3 games we got rolling here on this Sunday. As always, let's do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at here, we got the Athletics taking on the Miami Marlins here in this one. Hey, this game I like. We got Sears on the mound. I think he deals. And the Athletics get the nice little run line win there. Next game we got rolling. We looked at the first one to kick off this series. We got the Cavs in this matchup hosting the Indiana Pacers. This is Ramon's game. He says the Cavs offensively too much. We might double digit. Lay that number there with Cleveland. And then we're looking at the Warriors and the Rockets here in this Game 7 matchup. Al says the continuing of the offenses happen in this one. Take the over in this one on Sunday. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you that tunes in to Cover the Spread videos. And always, may the 4th be with you. Make it a good one, as always. What are we doing here?
Cover the Spread!